Starting out, Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void. The darkness was over the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters." And God made the expanse and separated the waters that were under the expanse from the from the waters that were above the expanse. And it was so. And God called the expanse heaven. And there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together he called seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit in which is their seed, each according to its kind on the earth." And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruit in which is their seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be signs for signs and for seasons, and for days and years." And it was so. And God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. And God set them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters swarm with swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the heavens." So God created the great sea creatures and every living creature that moves with one of the water, which the waters swarm, according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock and creeping things and beasts of the earth according to their kinds." And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kinds, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have domination over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. And God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have domination over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." And God said, "Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food, and to every beast of the earth, and every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has breath of life, I have given every green plant for food." And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. Okay, so that was chapter 1 of Genesis. And my thoughts are, God is amazing, because one of my favorite things in the world, personally, is apologetics and looking at the science behind God and creation and everything that he did. And it's just so amazing how intricately detailed everything was. And he spent days putting everything together so that it functioned absolutely perfectly. And no one else could even come close to comprehending it. Like just making man the way we work. Just our digestive system is ridiculously complicated. Our immune system is ridiculously complicated. We don't have a single computer on this planet that can function anywhere near as well as our brain does. And our brain is a literal supercomputer. We don't have anything that we can come close to. And he made that and everything else function absolutely perfectly, because if anything was even the slight bit different, it couldn't possibly exist. If any little thing about us was different at all, we couldn't function. We couldn't exist. Like, if the brain did not work the way it does, if all our systems just didn't function, if the stars were done in any other way, we couldn't exist. Nothing like that. And it's also perfect because God made it perfectly. And that just goes to show how amazing he is. I guess my reflection on this is it just puts me in awe of how awesome his power is. This really puts into perspective just the greatness, the might, you know? It's not just strength, power. It's a completely different thing. And it's not a power that you can scale or compare to anything. It's absolute, true power that can do anything. If he wills it, it becomes so. And that is it's just mind-blowing to me. And I've been a believer since I was like 5, and it still blows my mind. I love it. No matter where I look in nature, I just see how could he do this? This is amazing. Like the way time works, even. Just the way time works itself is just mind-bending. And we didn't really understand it until Einstein. I think it was Einstein. Where we have time-space relativity, and time is we found out it's actually a unit of distance, and just the way certain things work specifically, and they couldn't function any other way, it's amazing that he did all this in just 7 days. Like, he worked for 6 days, and then he rested on the 7th day because he earned it, and he's like, this is awesome, I'm going to take a day. And he's completely allowed to do that, you know? It's fine. It's his world, his universe. I don't know. I love it. That's just a cool thing to me. Anyways, I'm gonna end this here. It's just me talking about how great he is, and I'm happy that he cared enough to, well, keep us around, to make us, and to see us through all the way. I love it, and it's something I just appreciate. So, thank you guys. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a fantastic day. Maybe open up your Bible and read through some of it. I'm reading the English Standard Version, ESV. If you have a favorite version, let me know. Talk to me in the comments. When did you become saved? What is one interesting thing that has happened to you that can only be explained by God helping you out? There's several things I could talk about on that, but it'll come in the coming years because I'm going to be doing this for a while. I'm happy to be able to do this. I probably should have done this a long time ago, but I'm happy to. So let's talk in the comments. Let's chat. I enjoy chatting to all of you. This is the first actual video of content on here. So here's to our long journey. Genesis 1, done. See you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.